Surprise, motherfucker! What's up? This is Venger, Satanis, and someone asked in a comment, and please do comment, because I like reading them and giving them the little thumbs up and the hearts and whatever. But someone asked, what's my personal biggest Game Master fail? And I responded, that's a good question. And also, it depends on what metric you use to determine a fail. So what I'm going to talk about today is what I consider probably one of my, top 3 biggest Game Master fails. And this was about 6 years ago, the last time I ran Vampire the Masquerade. I wanted to do it where each PC, each player character, or each small group of player characters would have their own time and their own backstory. And I don't know, maybe I got that idea from movies or TV shows where you focus on, just part of the cast for like 10 or 15 minutes, and then you go to the next one. But with a role-playing game session, you have to remember that it's not all encapsulated in like 1 or 2 hours. So you spread out into 2 hours, or into 4 hours, like a normal 4-hour gaming session, which is what I would normally do. I wouldn't really want to go over 4 hours unless there's special circumstances involved. So you double everything. So instead of 15 or 20 minutes per person or group, it becomes more like half hour, 40 minutes. And that just was too long. In fact, I think it's one of the only times that I had a player tell me later after the game and complain that they didn't like that, and that that's the way that I was going to run it, they didn't want to be part of the game anymore. And I felt really bad and really hurt. Not just because my Game Master ego was bruised, but because, obviously that person didn't enjoy the game as much. And that means that there's a potential chance that other people playing in that same session also didn't like it. And maybe they just didn't say something because they were being polite, or they were giving it a chance, or they're shy, or I don't know, whatever. So I would never do that again. You either start as a group, or maybe you break it off into like half or thirds of the player characters if you have a decent sized group, or even a small group. But you cut it short, I'd say 10 minutes tops, focusing on one player or group of players and not the others. I wouldn't go more than 10 minutes without going back to the rest of the group, which is another reason you don't split the party, because that's hard on the players. Their attention span at the best of times is not great, but when you throw something like that at them, they get even less screen time, and they have to sit there and watch other people, and if they're doing that 2 or 3 times per session, that gets old fast. So there you go. That's probably my biggest Game Master fail, and that's the metric I choose to judge, which is a player after the game actually complained about it and said that was a no-go for them. That was a hard line. They were interested in that kind of game, which, definitely fair enough. And I'm glad that they told me, because, looking back, that wasn't cool and that wasn't fair to them. Anyway, I'll be back with another video either later tonight or tomorrow. All right. See ya.